The acronym for the word fear. Many of you may know it, many of you may not know it, but the acronym for the word fear is false expectations appearing real. The number one fear that humans have out of the top 10 fears is speaking in public. Even though you know your material, even though you are knowledgeable, for you to stand up in front of a group of peers, in front of a group of any size audience, be it 15 or be it 5,500, the majority of the people are not comfortable with speaking in front of a group of people. The reason that I brought this topic about is that so many people have read so many books on the art of speaking, on the art of public speaking, on the art of presentation skills. Addressing this fear, since it is the number one fear, I want to address it because the fact remains it affects your credibility. If it affects your credibility, it affects your profitability. If you are not content rich, if you are not confident, if you do not have the credibility as a professional who is presenting their business, that is going to affect how people respond to you. That is going to affect how they want to do business with you or not. If you have this credibility, if you are engaging, if you have this knowledge, they want to engage with you. And that does affect your bottom line. That's the whole objective. So let's address the fact that what generates this fear. Literally, for you who are maybe not be aware of it, the subconscious is 6 times bigger than the conscious mind. So you are dragging a lot of fear along with you when you stand up in front of that group. Your fear of being judged, your fear of being chastised, your fear of being criticized, however it might be. If any of you have heard of the technique before called NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, this is how you can program your subconscious mind to minimize any apprehensions or fears that you might have when it comes to anything. Since my topic today is speaking with credibility, clarity, and confidence, and then taking you from confident to compelling to make a difference in your business, to make a difference in your bottom line, why not learn? The simple technique is laid out there. NLP, N has to do with neural, linguistic has to do with language, programming, how you can reprogram yourself to feel confident each and every time that you speak. The technique requires pressing your thumb to your finger. This is the power of touch. If any of you have ever owned a dog or had a dog or the dog owned you, you know it all too well. If you can pet them 3,000 to 4,000 times a day, that might be enough. And they'll wonder why you weren't petting them anymore. What did I do wrong? You do love me. If you own a cat, and I've owned every single animal imaginable, to say the least bit, you can pet the cat 300 to 400 times a day and they'll go like, well, that was cool, thanks. And they walk on. This technique of NLP requires you to do the power of touch. Touch works by you having your thumb to your finger and repeating this sentence. Touch works when you are with someone that you love. A child, even though you're saying nothing to them, a spouse, a parent, a partner, whatever it might be. You can put your hand on their shoulder and you've said nothing but I love you. It's the power of touch. We respond to touch. We always do, we always will. So Dr. Milton Erickson, who is known for this NLP technique, created this exercise where he says, press your thumb to your finger. This is the power of touch. Tony Robbins, if any of you know that big 6'7" motivational speaker, he instead wants you to take your fist and slam it to your chest. I personally don't want to do that. That's low on my list. I like Dr. Erickson's technique in which you incorporate a positive sentence. You needn't bring any more negative words into your vocabulary. Dr. Erickson is saying incorporate the positive words. The gist of it, and you don't have to follow it verbatim, but the gist of it is saying, I choose to be in control. I choose to feel confident when I speak. I choose. It's a preference, a decisive action that you're doing on your part. Pressing the thumb to the finger, I choose to feel confident whenever I speak, and that's okay with me. Then you take it and you say the sentence again, you press your thumb to the next finger, and you repeat it. This is called anchoring. All of these components are critically important with NLP. Incorporate these techniques and let them work for you. Minimize your fear. Stay focused, stay positive. Practice it, practice it, practice it. The more you practice it, the better it is. Stand in front of a mirror, talk to your dog, talk to your kid, however it might be, but practice it at least 3 times so that you can get up there and you can open with a powerful, incredible opening line. You can change and engage, and you can close with a powerful story. My name is Eileen Strong of Strong Incentives. I deliver powerful results. Thank you.